Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is the ELC EVEN 90. It's the Tier 8 French premium light tank. It's located on the south spawn of Redshire and it's under the command of CIENOBUCHxD. And alongside him is his platoon mate Shezvez, also of NAGA in the Lorraine 40 ton. Game on! I saw the exhaust, the CVS, and I think there was something else. I missed out on it, but I'm sure you can go back and have a quick look. Okay, 90mm main gun, light, low pressure one, which is capable of doing 220 alpha, and it can penetrate through 175mm of standard armor with the standard rounds, and with the premium rounds it's capable of doing, if I can get this round, there you go, 215mm. He's gone to the tree and the bush, knocked them down, and he's now quite happy here because he can see a lot of tanks off to his left. But I think he's changed bushes because he wasn't getting as many spots as he would have liked. Yeah, the enemy wasn't up on top of the hill. They were actually in the dips. There we go. And we've got a T-49 there now. That, of course, is a light tank, but he can't see us. And I'm not sure his CVS, well, he probably isn't using one. Tier 9 game with Tier 8 tanks. I'm sure that Aurorix78 will be watching to give his expert opinion. You notice he's not staying still. He's moving about a bit. In fact, there were some shells headed this way. I'm not sure if they were aiming at him or our teammates up near the Zeppelin. It looks like we've got a clean run at the Zeppelin. They've only got Skoda T-56, and he's already taking damage. Oh, now we spotted a 416, and yes, he's getting pummeled. Already up to 2,000 spotting, so he's already got a spotter's badge. Now it seems we're very heavy on one side of the map, and very light on the other. And I think our Arty player needs to move to the right, to the east of the map. Otherwise he might find he's a bit short on protection. Can't see any enemy trying to make their way down, but the Saladin needs to get, or Saladin needs to get into a position where he can actually spot anyone coming down the west side of the map. Either that or we'll have to go there. And he's just going to get spots. See if there's anybody further down. Now he might get spotted by the E75 or the T56, but he might get an important spot which will actually be useful. Well, he has been spotted, and he did get some hit points off the, or spotting off the 56 TP. And enemy tanks are being wiped out. He's already picked up 2,780 now. And the T-95's been spotted in the back there. And yes, the enemy is now starting to come down the middle. Ablesk just made a quick run. Now he's low enough on hit points that, oh, he was a one shot. Yeah, he did get wiped out. I was saying he was a one shot for the ELC, so it wouldn't take much to take him out. This is a fast little tank, 70 kilometers an hour, part of the Engin Léger de Combat project, ELC project, 1950s, to make an air transportable tank. It's very stealthy, this tank. Takes a little while to build up speed, but it does move eventually. Now, it looks like our Arty has actually moved. He's moved into that little corral, that little corner, so he's got a bit of protection from the enemy. But now we're just basically making runs to spot the enemy in the cap, so our guys up here on the Zeppelin can shoot back at our cap area and see where the enemy is. There's a Borsig up there, so we can definitely do a lot of damage to that guy, especially when you've got HE rounds, because of course the HE rounds on this vehicle are capable of 270 alpha, and 45mm pen, but the Borsig really doesn't have any armor as such, therefore he can't protect himself. And there you go, he's popped up again. And in fact, he's indicating that guy, and we can see which tank it's the Conceiver that's actually in the cap area. Now we can get really close and start spotting. There are a couple of enemy tanks just to the south of us at the moment. He's using the speed to keep moving to prevent them from getting any shots. But every now and then he runs into a wall, and this little tank actually loses a lot of speed when it hits a wall, because it is tiny. It only weighs 8 tons maximum weight, so the slightest wall it runs into is kind of stops it in its tracks almost. Now, as I may have mentioned before, there were 10 pilot vehicles, and each of them had different armament. They had one which had 30mm cannons either side, ×2, and they even had an ELC EVEN 120, which had 4 recoilless rifles. So it was capable of doing 400 alpha. Oh, he's got one, but it didn't pen. Got that one in. So it would have been capable, with 4 recoilless, of doing 1600 hit points if all of them had hit the target. Now we are down on the enemy. The Emil just got around into us, and that was a 120mm. We've got 1 round left, and okay, well that's not one of ours, but it's a good colour scheme. And there's a Barask up there. He's a one-shot, so let's go over the top. Or not. Let's chase him down, and we'll see if we can get a kill. He's just sitting the other side of the rock at the moment. It's a sort of quick, fast flyby or drive-by that we need to get rid of that one. We've reloaded, so we want 3 rounds. I would have gone with just 1, actually. It would have been fun driving past him at high speed with not much that he can do, because he takes a little while to dial in on his target. Okay, hello. Yep. Okay, and we got a thank you out of that one, so that's not bad.
Yes, sir.
And it was the Charioteer who actually thanked us. Okay, so the enemy have got a T-95 to the north of us at the moment, but they do have a large number of tanks over to the west. And in fact, their Cobra's now come into sight. So he's turning again to keep moving, keep active. He doesn't really want to lose his speed when there's a fast-moving medium with a lot of power behind it. He could ambush some of those tanks, though. He could drive by them, because our Pershing's got very low hit points. He could go out with just 1 shot. And in fact, yes, he does go down. But the Cobra went down as well. And there's the Conceiver. He's gone down. He went to the Gonzalo. Okay, water really slows this thing down because it's so small, and that's such a deep river. Some Arty can drown in that river. It's so deep. I know, it happened to me once. Hello. Oh yes, we got the spotting and we got the hits. He's now up to 7,500 spot, and the Gonzalo comes over the river. Now we've recovered our losses. We're 2 above the enemy at the moment. They've only got 4 tanks left. The T-95 was wiped out. And who's next? Well, they've got a Gonkovica, a GW Tiger, a 56 TP, and an Object 416. And we saw the 416, and we actually got spotting on the 56 TP. The one that we haven't seen is the Gonkovica and the GW Tiger, and that's the tier 9 Tiger, which is actually better than the GW Tiger P. Now he's trying to creep up on them. Last time we saw the 416, which of course is a 122mm armed medium tank, and oh, we found the 56. Quickly get to cover. He didn't see us. He couldn't see us. Now we've been spotted, and the reason we were spotted was the Golkoviska was really close, and he's gone down first. Now we can put a round into the 56. Good shot. Now, kill shot. Yes! That's his second kill of the game. Spotting is now 8,400 with 1,100 damage. He's having a good game. Okay, so only the GW. He's probably in the corner, more than likely. In fact, yep, there he is. He's been spotted. Now, he probably has an idea that we're on the way. And there the 416 has gone down, which makes the GW Tiger the last enemy. And we've got 3 shells available, which means we might be able to get the kill shot for the game. There he is. Gun shield. Oh, no, he didn't get that one in. He got that one, though. And that is the end of the game. It's a victory. That was an ace tanker game for CIENOBUCH in the ELC EVEN 90. His first ace tanker. You only get the scrolls the first time, and he got them on this occasion. So we know that this is the first ace he's ever had in this vehicle. So congratulations to CIENOBUCH. Very good game indeed. In fact, he kept active. He got a spotter badge for getting at least 1,000 hit points of spotting. He also got a master gunner for getting 5 armor penetrating shots in a row. A fire throw effect for doing more damage than the hit points of his own vehicle. And on top of that, he got a patrol duty for spotting at least 6 enemy tanks and being the only one spotting them whilst they were being damaged. His win rate from that one, 4,572, which is Super Unicum standard. And he said near 10k spot. Let's have a look at the team score. Well, we can see the highest damage in the game actually went to the T95 on the enemy team with 4,291. Second highest damage in this game actually went to the Emil 1, the guy who hit us. He actually got a tank sniper and 3,634. And the third highest damage, well, that went to our Sharpview Tier 4, who got 3,597. He was one of the guys who was still alive at the end of the game. And I think he probably wanted that last kill. But of course, it went to CIENOBUCH instead. CIENOBUCH picked up 1,388 hit points of damage. He was beat by 4 members of the enemy team and 5 members of his own team, which means that he was actually 10th place in this game. When it came to kills, though, we can see the top scorers were the Sharpview Tier 4, managed 3, and the Gonzalo. 2 kills went to the 212A and the Tortoise. He was alive at the end of the game as well, that 212. So he did take the right decision to actually go into that little enclave and hold out there. And of course, yes, it was CIENOBUCH. He got the 2 kills as well. 3 members of the enemy team got an Emil. The GW Tiger and the Bless got 2. And when it came to base XP, it was, of course, CIENOBUCH. Yeah, he got that one easily because he did so much spotting. 1,544 base out of that one. 965 went to the 212A. And, of course, that's probably down to the fact that he did a lot of damage and probably got some stun assist out of it as well. 871 went to the Charioteer, and that guy got a Confederate out of the game. He fired 8 rounds. Only 8, but he got 7 direct hits and 7 penetrations. The one shot that missed was the one on the Barask. Everything else hit the target. 1,388 hit points of damage, all of it at close range. 1 hit received. It was a penetration. That was the one from the 56 TP. Oh no, not 56 TP. It was the Emil 1 who fired that round into us. And was it the Emil 1 or the Emil 2? It was the Emil 1. Yes, definitely the Emil 1. And 7 enemy vehicles spotted, 4 damaged and 2 killed. 9,516 spotting assists in that game. And he got 16 defense points when he reset the cap on the Rheinmetall Borsig. So combined damage, yep, you're looking at 10,600. So 10,800. Sorry, what am I saying? So it was a nearly 11k combined. So yeah, a good game all the same. Let's have a look at the credits. 149,473 profit for that game. He didn't get any XP, bonds, but he did get 4,864 experience points out of that one as well. So I'm sure that he's very pleased. He's got his first ace tanker. He's got that one under his belt, got the symbol so he can display it to say, I've got an ace. And on top of that, I'm sure now he's done it once, he'll do it again, and it'll be even better replays next time. Hope you enjoyed that one. If you did, please give it a like, do subscribe to our channel, and thank you for watching.